Hi everyone, my name is Kyle. I'm one of the original creators of On My Own and the lead designer here at Beach Interactive. Today I've got a bunch of news updates for you all. We're going to check out the On My Own Rekindled update for Steam. I've got a playable build, give you guys a progress report on how that's going. We're going to talk a little bit about our upcoming video series, Game Devs in the Wild, and even talk a little bit about the future of the On My Own project. So let's dive into this Steam update. If you haven't had a chance to check out the Rekindled update on Android or iOS, basically what it is it's kind of the fulfillment of the dream we set out to make back in 2015. So we've added things like new backpackers to play as, we've added a new cabin menu, we've reworked a lot of the sprites and added just some clearer UI elements to the game to just make it a better experience. So we're bringing this update over to Steam. So with that come all of those visual improvements. Plus, with Steam specifically, we are completely reworking our input support. So you'll see in this demo an early look at some of the changes we've made to things like your cursor icon and some of the hover states, just showing a little bit more information. I was really hoping we'd get this update out by the end of summer, which in the US technically ends on September 22nd. That said, we decided to completely scrap the previous controller implementation and are rebuilding it. It's definitely one of the more development-heavy improvements we've added to Rekindled. So far, we've tried to make as many improvements as we can without breaking any of the game's back-end code, but this has been an exception. All things said, I'm really hoping we can get this Steam update out to everyone sometime this fall. So I'm going to show you guys an example of the cursor here while I'm crafting this deadfall trap. Just showing with this hand icon that I can drag these items from my inventory and place them into the world. With things like that, we're trying to strike this balance between educating players on how to play the game, but also respecting a lot of the discovery gameplay that is important to On My Own. Okay, let's switch over and check out the new controller support for Steam. While this is a work in progress, ultimately we want to get to a point where you can simply just plug in whatever your preferred controller is and just start playing On My Own with that controller. We've also updated the button prompts that appear in the bottom right corner to be a little bit more contextually specific to what you're doing. Also coming out this fall is our new video series, officially titled Game Devs in the Wild. This series documents a 3-day trip our original team went on to learn more about wilderness survival. We try our hand at things like making a fire with a firebow drill, shooting a bow, building shelters, and more. Be sure to click the subscribe button and the bell so you can get notified when episodes go live. You can also check out the Beach Interactive Club email list to get early access to these videos before they go up on YouTube. You can find the link for the Beach Interactive Club in the description. I wanted to talk about probably the number one question I get as we've been rolling out the Rekindled update, and that is whether or not we are going to add new features to On My Own. So just as a quick refresher, we launched the original game back in 2016, and we had years went by and nothing got updated. We eventually got to a point, I started working with a new teammate, Alex, and we started evaluating what we could do with the original code base, with the original game, without changing it too much and getting it kind of revamped and cleaned up to a point where we were really happy with it. So that's kind of been the thought so far, is really just get the game out and get it updated to the point where I'm happy. It's kind of what I originally envisioned back in 2015 when we did our Kickstarter campaign. So we're just kind of getting back to that point, right? But now as we're starting to wrap up the Rekindled update, and on mobile it's doing well, and you guys have been offering great feedback. The one thing I've noticed though is older players that have been with us since 2015, 2016, they're like, cool, the Rekindled update's great, we're excited you're still working on it, but I want to see maybe new biomes or add more content to the game, multiplayer. I am exploring what comes next after the Rekindled update. I guess this is me kind of saying, hey, I'm committed to doubling down. We're going to figure out how to finance the company so we can continue putting out these updates at a more consistent and regular basis. And I'd really like to start exploring new content for On My Own. As a creator, I'm really excited. We get great feedback from you guys. And so this is definitely a project that I want to keep improving. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want more news about the On My Own project, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. Thanks for watching.